All right, welcome to another episode of First Class or Trash. I'm Eric Smith, President and COO of Incremental Media.
Hi, my name is Mike Gunderson. I'm the CEO of Post Reminder and also Gunder. And today we're going to talk to you a little bit about a Total Wine and More mailer that we received. And we're going to let you know, is it first class? Are we going to keep it? Are we going to respond to it? Or is it trash? Are we throwing it away? So I'm going to go ahead and bring up the creative. And while I'm doing that, I know you had a chance to look at this, Eric. So I'll go ahead and if you want to start kicking us off on what your first and initial impressions were on this piece.
Yeah, this one's an interesting one because we don't do a ton in the what I would call drive to retail space, and this appears to be trying to drive you to a retail store. Although I'm not 100% certain based on the piece if there is. It looks like a physical store, but I'm not sure if there's actually a physical place you're supposed to go to redeem Total Wine. So that's kind of my first initial takeaway. I mean, I think to save $10 really eye-catching and great. We do a lot, especially for brands that are more direct response and that sort of like red or yellow kind of pop up to catch people's attention. We've seen that works really well. Good kind of, coupon that you can essentially cut out and scan and I believe bring to a retail store. But overall, solid piece. I'm not blown away by it. I think there's a lot that could be done to kind of communicate the benefits of Total Wine and what makes them unique. What do you think, Mike?
Yeah, my first impressions are pretty good. I am a customer of Total Wine. I actually love it. They have a huge beer selection, really great Scotch selection, and they actually have a cigar selection as well. So it's a very cool store, and then they have these really great deals when you come in. Initially, I kind of liked the piece. As you mentioned, the bug I think stands out. I particularly like the QR code, and of course the coupon on the back that denotes that it's something I want to take advantage of really quickly. Visually, it really makes a lot of sense. And the $10 off of 50, it's a pretty good deal. So overall, my overall impressions is that I really enjoyed the piece. A few things that I didn't like about it is I did think that the front kind of this image is a lot to take in, and I think they could have done a better job of focusing in on something that was a little bit more eye-catching. I love the staff photo here, but I think there's something here in this image that could have been a little bit more enticing. And then another thing that I didn't like was, I just felt like the dates were pretty small here. I mean, you got all this real estate, you have this really great offer, but it's really kind of small and it just looks like it's a waste of space here. You could have really have pumped that up a little bit. You could even put the expiration date on the coupon code itself versus outside the coupon code. And even though there's these points and some of these bottles here, they didn't really connect with me as a consumer. I don't really drink wine, and so I wasn't really into kind of those visuals. What were your thoughts about things that could be improved?
Yeah, I was gonna say well, it sounds like it was a CRM mailing now that I'm hearing that in terms of like the fact that you're a customer, though you're probably on their list somewhere. But the name Total Wine makes me think wine, but then under it says, spirits, beer, and more. So I think there could be a little bit more explanation of their products and benefits and or even just like the different selection that they have. I mean, the picture definitely makes it seem like they've got a lot, but kind of featuring, we have expensive bottles or cheap bottles or all the above, like something to just more educate me on what I'm going to get when I go there. Um, and otherwise, yeah, I mean, I agree with everything you said, but it sounds like they're, a local store relatively close to where you are. So there's probably a little bit of, brand familiarity. So compared to like a true prospecting mailing when, we need to explain a brand's benefits a little bit more, this was one where I may not necessarily have needed as much of the benefit explanation.
Yeah, one of the things, and I'm going to do a little plug for myself here, but one of the other things that I would definitely consider is Post Reminder. This is the perfect type of mailer that Post Reminder works well for. It's got a start date and an end date, and likely this postcard came into my house. I believe it actually came into my house about 5 days before the sale started. So this QR code could drive to a Post Reminder a reminder so that the user can scan the QR code, easily set a reminder, kind of put this postcard away if they want. And then on Saturday, they're going to get that reminder right to their mobile phone that says, hey, you're going to get this $10 off coupon, shop today, and they can go ahead and shop online or drive to retail. So, but all in all, for the most part, for this type of postcard, I'm going to give this one a first class. What do you think?
Yeah, I want to make one last point on the QR code because I think it's a really good point that we've been looking into also is like you need to be very clear about what you want someone to do with a QR code. So it's kind of just hovering a bit in the middle of nowhere. So do you want to, scan to save? Do you want to, set a reminder? Like it just sort of is a little bit in no man's land in my opinion. But overall, I think it's right on the edge of first class. I'll give it like just barely a first class. But I think there's a few really easy things to just make it a true first class piece of creative.
Yeah, that's great. Well, wonderful. That's another episode of First Class with Trash. I'm Mike Gunderson. If you want to connect with me, just go to postreminder.com or check out gunder.com. And how can they connect with you, Eric?
Yeah, you can find me on LinkedIn or just go to incrementalmedia.com and hit the contact us button and schedule some time.